Okay, sorry about that. We're gonna give it one more try. One more try. Sorry about that. If you've been with me for a while, you know I live out in BFE. I have point-to-point internet. It happens. It happens. Hasn't happened in a long time, but it happens. Okay, so as this is loading, we'll refresh that. We'll go here. Okay, we're gonna look at some vector space AI. Yay, one more time. Stupid internet. Maybe when I get rich off crypto, I'll just pay them to run fiber a million miles to my place. The VXV right now isn't looking very bullish in my personal opinion. We've been consolidating for a while and continually testing this 35-cent range. As of right now, we wicked to the 35-cent range, haven't fallen below it yet. I like VXV for the small market cap, small supply. 37 million coins is nothing. It's peanuts. And the market cap's even ridiculous as well. 14 million. All-time high was almost $20 last bull run. So short term for VXV, we're entering. Oh, we're not going to be in an all-time low. All-time low was 1 cent. We're at 37. So currently right now for VXV, the 786 is their lifeline. We're currently testing the 618. This is actually an invalid fib. There we go. Going to the actual bottom right there. Valid fib. So testing the 786 right here, we wick to it. We're currently testing the 618. You can see the hard candles right to that as well. So we're going off fib channels right now because this thing is constantly tagging this 35-cent range. If we break this 35% range, we're going to be a new price discovery. We haven't been that low in a very, very long time. If we so short term right now, RSI is tailing back down. We just had a bearish crossover on the MACD. So if this plays out bearish, it looks like we are going to be heading down to the 786 35-cent range one more time, and this is our lifeline. If we fall below 35 cents, if we take a larger look at this, there really is no data on, since it came out on, what is this, KuCoin back in 2021. This is the lowest it's ever been. So since 2021, if you look at that chart, that should tell you a story right there. Just straight down since 2021. So take that for what it's for. It makes me not want to invest in it. I mean, it really didn't even take off during the last bull run. I mean, I guess it did, but nonetheless. Short term, keep an eye on 35 cents for VXV. That's going to be the storyteller. You know what I haven't looked at in a while? So flow is up 0.7% at $2.15. 1.3 billion max, 1 billion circulating, 2.2 billion market cap, 42 last bull run, all-time lows 2 months ago at 124. So right now for flow, this main support area is our lifeline. If we end up falling below 206, our next stop's the 786 at 190. You can see the RSI is extremely low. MACD is just stagnant sideways as well, which is initiating a consolidation, which you can see that it's a very, very, very tight consolidation between the main support and the 618. So inevitably, with the way that the RSI is low like this, more likely than not, I always call a breakout to the upside. Just zoom out, you can see we were back here oversold for quite a while before we had a breakout. And we don't enter the oversold area quite a bit, it looks like, but every time we do, we have a nice run up from there. So I'd be keeping an eye on the support area at 206. I think the worst we see is a $2 wick down here, and then that could be our next push up to 382 at around 259 for flow. So I'm going to be bullish on the short term for flow, and that plays out with the way I think BTC is going to be heading up a little bit before it drops back down as well. And if you watched my last live stream before it crapped out, I did BTC. I thought BTC is going up to around 23 to 25, and then the hammer's going to get dropped. And with BTC rising up to 25, I think the market's going to show one more pump, one more chance to get out if that's what you want. But I'm not going to be getting out. I'm going to be waiting for that dump. So let's keep an eye on around $2, and a pump up to around 262. Low might not be a bad play, honestly. 28%. If it breaks above that, that's 40% off that drop. Something to keep an eye on. Ugh. So am I still live? Is there anyone in the chat? It shows 0 people. I'm probably just talking to myself, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you drop a live stream. We're looking at XDC. XTC is up 12.6% at 3.3 cents, 37 billion total, with 13.7 billion circulating. So a little under half of it is in circulation. 457 million market cap. All-time high on this was 19 cents last bull run. All-time low was 3 zeros and a 3 years ago. So if you held for 3 years, you'd be up 8,300% on this coin. Let's dive into XDC. Sweet, so there are people here. Yeah, sorry if you're on the last live stream and it crapped out. Hasn't happened in a while, but just something I have to live with, unfortunately. All these gaps. Yeah, I actually uploaded, if you just go to my YouTube page, I did an FTM video today before the live stream, a full in-depth video on FTM. I'll go over on the live stream, but I have an actual video I put out about 2 hours ago on it too, on the channel. So as of right now for FTM, the reason we took off is we entered this oversold area and we were there for quite a while. Then we bounced down to the top of this support channel at 2.8, and it looks like that was a launch point. So there's probably a fib there. My guess would be, if I had to guess, it would be the 786. Let's see if I'm right. I have to go to the previous looking at the scan web. So it is a 786. Sweet. So we went down to the 786. That was our catapult. We actually broke through this double resistance really fast, because when we were down here, all this was resistance. We bounced off the 786, blew through this double resistance, blew through this main resistance channel, and inevitably it looks like we're topping out around 35. This thing definitely has more room to run. You can see every time we've entered this area in the past on the RSI, we've definitely worked our way back up at least to 67. So I'm going to draw a general mean area on the highs here. So this is the 60-ish area on the RSI. So 60 area on the RSI would bring us back up. I mean, we're not even close to that yet. We're at 35 right now. So this thing could continue going, my personal opinion. We recently did just put in a higher high since right here. So this might be a bullish, I don't even know what I was going to say, trend reversal. So if I had to extend this fib further and have a guess if the RSI went higher, so if the RSI reached the 60 area, that would bring this coin up to around 38 to 40 cents. For right now, I think since we had that large run up, we have to cool down and get some moon juice. So I think we're going to test this double support out, come up here, test this large 618 fib at 35. If we had this next run up that's larger than this, because step ups get larger, I think that would blast us up to around 40, and then we'd have to assess the situation at that time. But as of right now, XDC looks like it wants to go one more round. Definitely looks like it wants to go one more round. I'm actually going to write this down and keep an eye on it. One sec. I have a little notepad there. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on XDC. I think we'll have that slight pullback to the 786, and you can see if we fall below the 786, there's a support channel here at 30, there's a support channel, another support channel, or another main support at 29. So there's 3 huge support areas right here that we are now above, that we broke through resistance and turned into support for this coin. So there's a lot of safety nets on this coin right now, and on the short term, I think we're gonna be tagging one of these and then working our way up to the 618, 35. And if we blast above 35, inevitably I think the highest that we go is around 40, which would bring this back up to this mean area where we normally tag out at after we retrace this low, and then we'll assess the situation at that time. So as of right now, if we did capitulate down to that 786 to that 30 cent range and then ride it all the way up to that 42, that'd be another 34% gain on this coin. And I do think BTCs will be rising short term until we see the hammer come down on it. So I'm going to keep an eye on this and see how it plays out. I take a look at Casper. Yeah, I'll take a look at Casper. Actually, I'm going to look at FTM. I did a video on FTM on my channel, but I'm just going to take another quick look at it. Just go over it very, very fast. I don't even remember which one I used. Which one did I use? Yeah, this one. So I had FTM. FTM, I believe, would be going down to this double support area. This is our lifeline for FTM. If we break below this 28 cent range, it's going to get bad. So short term, I do think we're heading down to this 27, 28 cent range. And then from there, I think we're bouncing back up to around 31. And this 31 is going to be a very critical area. It's a double resistance, but nonetheless, I think that would be another step up on the RSI, and we would continue higher. I don't really remember what I said in the video, but I was probably talking about the RSI and how it's like rinse and repeat. History doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme, you know, the normal things I say. But this 31 cents is going to be the storyteller. If we break above 31 cents, I think we head up to 36 inevitably. But short term, I think we're heading down to around that 27 to 28 cents area on this coin before we see a larger push up from there. So Casper right now is down 0.7% at 2.9 cents. Infinite max supply. I'm always very wary of infinite max supply. I know Ethereum's also an infinite max supply coin. Ever since the Terra Luna incident, not comparing this to Terra at all. So don't go spreading rumors that trading cryptos comparing all infinite coins to Terra Luna. But as of right now, circulating supply is 5.7 billion. Max is 11 total, and with an infinite max. So as of right now, about half of the circulation compared to totals in circulation, with 170 million market cap. All-time high was 133 at the last bull run. All-time low was 2 months ago. So if you like this coin, hopefully you're able to get in 2 months ago at 2.2 cents. So let's get into the TA. I'm already on Casper. I don't like this chart. Not enough data. There we go. So last time I traded Casper, I was bearish. So we're heading down to the 786. I was obviously proven wrong. Fib is still a valid fib. We actually bounced off the 786. Well, no, 786 is right here. We actually bounced off the 618. So 618, we actually felt, this is a good thing about having double support. You can see we fell below the 618 and the main support held us up. We wicked below the 618 here, main support held us up. So having double support so close to each other are very, very key areas to keep an eye on. So we had that was our launch point. We wicked all the way up to this main resistance area at 3.1 cents. And then we got a massive rejection from that. The way that the RSI is looking, it's pretty much stagnant. It's reset at 52. So that's pretty much the mean area on this. If we just look back, we don't normally get rejected from this point on an uptrend. So you can see on the downtrend, we tagged it here, but we were already heading down. When we were heading up, this area we did get rejected there. So this area we tagged it, moved sideways and crapped the bed. This area here we tagged it, moved down, then moved higher. This area we tagged it, moved higher. This area we tagged it, moved higher. This area we tagged it, went down. So as of right now, it's kind of 50-50. If I had to bank on it, I don't own Casper, and this isn't financial advice, but if I wanted to pick up Casper, I would probably just play that 786 main support at this general area again. So I think this might be similar to this back here. I think this thing's going to be consolidating until BTC craps the bed. I think we'll be seeing a push down here, another run up like this, and just continually moving sideways on Casper right now. Until we see, I know we entered this overbought territory here, but we really didn't have a large run from that. Only a 14%. And then met with a big rejection right here at 3 cents. So I'll be keeping an eye on around 2.8 to 2.87. I think we're going to be heading down on Casper for the time being, and we'll assess the situation at that time. I think we're going to be testing this one more time. Similar to drop top, you can play that in reverse: 1 bottom, 2 bottom, 3, but I don't have a rhyme for that. But inevitably this was our chance to break out, and it didn't happen. So Kyber Network Crystal KNC's up 0.6 at 195, 226 million max, a little under half of that's in circulation, 102. Market cap's 198. All-time high was 570 4 months ago. So this actually hit an all-time high not in the bull run. All-time low was a year ago. Actually hit an all-time low in the bull run. That's because it came out. That's when it came out. So it came out towards the end of the bull run. We had the huge run up in the drop. I wonder if that means they unloaded more coins there. So they haven't unloaded any coins. The only time they unloaded coins is back here in June. June was the only time they put more coins in circulation so far. Currently available on the following exchanges, FTX being the leader. So this is my incorrect TA. It happens. We'll get over it. So let's draw some more fibs. We'll reset this. What the hell's going on here? There we go. So as of right now, we've actually been having a decent sized run on this. A lot of coins started this step up effect, and this thing still continued on. So we started that step up effect when BTC crapped the bed back here on June 13th, and we've been working our way higher since then. And this is the healthy growth that I like to see in coins. After we have a large capitulation, people are looking for those moonshot coins, but usually after that capitulation, when you have that large run up, it's an immediate crash afterwards. These are the healthy coins that I like to invest in longer term as well. See the steady growth upwards? That is healthy growth for a coin. When you see coins doing this, that is not healthy. Steady accumulation, steady uptrend. As of right now though, RSI is pretty high. MACD looks like it still wants to go a little bit higher. But as you can see, we're starting to get very, very tight up here. Very, very tight. Let's draw some fibs on this. This is actually a pretty interesting chart. Curious to see how it's going to play out. So we're going from this bottom back here. Okay, let's zoom in and take a closer look. This is the 618 area. You can see we had a very difficult time getting over right here. We were consolidating very, very tightly between the 618 main support at 174. Finally broke above it, and then that's why we started the second push up. You can see when we enter the overbought territory, we don't go that high before we start working our way back down. So inevitably, I think that the most bullish I'll be on this is a run up to $2. I think we're gonna have a run up to $2 and then test this 618 main support area. So I think this uptrend that we're in is going to be met with a rejection in this general area at around $2, and then we'll be heading down here to first test out 180 and then 174. We can actually head all the way down here to 154 and still be bullish. We just can't fall below this wick right here. If we fall below that, then it's a trend reversal, and then we're in a downtrend. So we could actually head all the way down to 162 and it'd still be bullish. But short term right now, I think we're about ready to top out and head back down. Had the tight consolidation breakout. RSI is almost overbought. MACD is actually pretty high, even though it's still not playing out bearish. Yo, Mr. Andy Wahak, Moon Boy, I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, somewhere at the KNC, keep an eye on $2 and then retracement down to 180. Then inevitably, if we fall below 180, the next stop is going to be 174. That's the KNC. So I'm working on the next NFT right now, so I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's gonna be pretty cool. So I said I had 2 different NFTs drop so far for my giveaway. Chef Natron won them both. So every Saturday for the next couple Saturdays, I'm gonna be doing giveaways on my live stream. The last 2 Saturdays I gave away NFT and swag, so I gave away three swag shirts last Saturday and 1 NFT. The week before that I gave away 1 shirt and 1 NFT. So far I've given away 4 shirts and 2 NFTs in 2 Saturdays. This Saturday will be another swag and NFT giveaway on my live stream. If you're interested in participating in that, you have to own an OG coin, NFT coin of mine, a basic coin from my NFT collection, either be a member of the channel, which is $4.99 a month, which you could do on my YouTube homepage. You also, if you do become a member, you can see Chef Natron and Mr. Andy Walk have that Bitcoin logo next to them, so you get that logo next to you, which also gets you entered into the drawing. So I do the drawings live on my live streams every Saturday, and we'll be doing it the next couple weekends, guys. So make sure you don't miss out. For next Saturday, another NFT and another swag giveaway. Not next Saturday, this Saturday. This Saturday. So Cosmo Adam, I actually want to look at this. I posted a podcast in the Discord this morning on the link section. They talked about Cosmos on that, and it was actually pretty interesting. I haven't heard anyone really go in depth on Cosmo like that before. The Cosmos is up 11.5% at $12.34. Crazy part about this is infinite max, infinite total, 292 million in circulation, and a 3.5 billion market cap. All-time high on this coin was 7 months ago at $4.45. All-time low on this coin was 2 years ago at $1.16. Currently available on the following exchanges down here. Hit BTC being the leader. So I had us in this triangle consolidation, and I had us breaking out to the upside. We obviously didn't break out to the upside. We broke out to the downside, I guess you could say. So these trend lines are now invalid. RSI is high, MACD is about ready to flip bearish. I wouldn't be investing in this right now. We're getting pretty snuffed out here at 1229. They clear all these fibs, start fresh. Yeah, we're doing micro fib, see if anything's happening here. Nothing's happening there. We're actually going to draw a large fib on this, I think. From all-time low to the previous high up here. Yeah, this is it. This is it. So currently testing this 1229. I think the highest that we go is around 1285 to 13 on Atom for the time being. That would enter us briefly overbought. RSI MACD would play out, and then we'd start that gradual downtrend. The cool part about this is look at all the support you guys have accumulated through this uptrend that you've been in. You have a support channel here at, I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer for you guys. You have a support channel here at 1150. You have a main support at 1133. You have a 618 at 1105. So this is going to be a very, very critical area to keep an eye on for Atom. So you have a support, pretty much 3 support areas for this coin. But inevitably, the RSI can't stay this high forever. But the cool part about it is if you look at the last 3 times, we haven't really retraced all the way back down to 30 on the RSI. I mean, we did here briefly, but the last couple of times, it doesn't look like this coin has retraced back down to 30, which is pretty cool. Which means we won't be heading down as far as I think. So I think we'll generally see a bounce in this area here. I think $11 will be a very critical price area for Atom for the time being. And if we bounce off that, I think that would give us our run up to around 14. So still moon boyish on it, I guess. We had this drop right here, but we just said, screw that. We're gonna put in another high. So we currently broke this. So we're currently making a higher high, testing this 12.9. But I think we'll be seeing some movement to the downside. So let's just keep an eye on around 12.30 to around $11 for this coin. And then from there, I think that might be the push that we need to go up to the next level. What's Cardano doing? I haven't bought Cardano in forever. I own quite a bit of Cardano. It's all staked on my ledger, but I haven't bought Cardano in a very long time. Probably should. It'd probably bring my buy average down. I bought it about a year and a half ago at around 70 cents. I just staked it. Haven't bought any since. Okay, so 45 billion, 33 billion, 15.7 billion market cap. All-time high was 309 last bull run. All-time low was 2 years ago at 1.9 cents. So 2,000% gain in 2 years. Not bad, not bad. So on to ADA right now, Cardano ADA, and we'll do the, okay, here we go. So Cardano ADA right now, we entered the oversold territory. Cardano ADA, every time it enters the oversold territory, has a nice little recovery, at least back to the 50, looks like. Looks like we have a little bit more room to the upside before we could possibly tag out. We draw a large fib. Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult getting over this 618 though. You can see it's already tested us once, twice. So this could be a 3-top drop top if we don't break through it here. Got the 1, 2. We're coming up here to test it again. So I'd be keeping a heavy eye on 47 cents for Cardano. If we don't break above 47 cents, the hammer's coming down. The hammer's gonna come down to be very similar to this, I believe. Oh, we could be seeing another large push around to down to around 40 cents, I believe, which is right here at the 161. Oh no, it's the 1. So this is the, so if you're holding Cardano, you really need to keep an eye on this 47.48 cent range, not dollar. It's a double resistance. It's also the 618, which is the most critical fib area on a fib. And when you're below it, it acts as a very, very heavy resistance. And being on top of another resistance, main resistance area, just amplifies it even more. So I think as of right now, we do have juice to possibly run up through it. We definitely have some moon juice left in the tank to run up through it. It's just, are we going to break through it? We really need to break through it. If we break through it, I think we head up to around 50 cents. But if we get rejected here, that is going to be the hammer. And then inevitably heading down to around 40 cents. I don't even think we stop at the 618. I know this is a double support area here, but you can't ignore, you cannot disrespect the 3-top drop top. 2 top, 3 top. Yeah, 47. I think we're heading 47, 48. That is gonna be the storyteller there. I'm very interested in seeing how this plays out, so I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this the next couple of days. I'm still not looking to accumulate any of it, but I want to see how this plays out, because technically you could ignore this as one of the tops because it didn't retrace before it went up, but it did test it. So there could be this could be the 1 top, 2 top, 3 top. There's 2 different scenarios. You can either consider this one of the tops or not. But if this is the 3 top, we definitely got to Neptune juice incoming. Definitely got to break above 47 cents. I had to switch the music up, man. That was making me sleepy. So what's ripping? Is there anything ripping on Coinbase? Because this is only top 100 coins here. Let's see what's ripping on here. Same thing, it's top 100. I know there's a way to get it past that. New gainers, losers. A lot of these scam coins over here that pumped. 427 was the highest by got guaranteed. You know what I'm interested in? People are we're getting all hyped about Elon. So we have Doge Elon Mars down 0.3% at 1 million zeros and a 3. A little bit of half of it's in circulation, 169 million market cap. I know Vision Pulse was bullish on this long term, or not long term, last bull run, but from what I understand, he doesn't own any anymore. But I think once the dogs will run one more time. They run in packs. So if you start seeing Shiba go, I think Shiba will go first. Shiba, Doge, then it'll be Doge Elon, and then it'll be Floki Inu. I'm actually not going to chart this. I'm just fun to look at that. I hold Elon. I'm embarrassed. Hey, I think the dogs will run one more time, man. So might as well just hold on to it. I don't know what you bought in at though. So as of right now, SHIB's up 1% at 4 zeros and a 1. Over half's in circulation. So the crazy thing about Shiba Inu is, look at that market cap, 4.8 billion on a dog coin, of 12 or number 12 coin. All-time high in this was 10 months ago. All-time low was a year ago. That'd be crazy getting in this. Like, how come I can't find coins like this? You'd be up. What is that? That's 100. That's 1,000. 23 million %. 23 million % in 1 year. 1 year. What was that? That one, you guys probably heard of that one guy. He put $1,000 in Elon and he made like a shit ton of money. I think it was like several millions of dollars off $1,000 investment. I need to find something like that. That's nuts. I'm hoping that happens to this coin here. This is my Moonshot Gamble coin. It's the smallest market cap coin on KuCoin. I mean, if we all just put in $1,000, this thing would pump. Don't do that. That's not financial advice. Don't do that. But seriously, the market cap's only 384,000, and the cool part about it is there's only 30 million circulating supply. Yes, this could easily go to 0, but a 10x from here is only 3.8 million market cap, which is nothing. So to bring this up to what, 12 cents is 3.8 million market cap. That is nothing. And yeah, it could definitely go to zero. That's why it's a moonshot gamble coin. But if you put in $1,000 and this goes to 3.8 million, that's $10,000 right there, a 10x. So definitely very, very, very risky, but no risk, no reward. And I have about 200,000 coins of this thing and I have it all staked. So hopefully that worked out. If not, then I'm out that money. And I recently just put in an all-time low 17 hours ago. So all-time high was 9 months ago at 52 cents during the last bull run. They haven't put hardly any coins in circulation, and even if they do, that's a very small total supply. So I am not saying to buy this coin or not to buy this coin, but it's the smallest market cap on KuCoin, and if this gets to 3.8 billion, that's only a 10x, and 3.8 million is nothing. That's peanuts for a market cap in cryptocurrency. And they're actually partnering and doing a lot of pretty cool things too. I follow them on Twitter and everything. But this is my moonshot gamble coin. I know if you've been part of my live streams, I go over it every time. But crazy, just put in a new all-time low 17 hours ago. Okay, let's get into charting some coins. Let's get to charting some coins. Let's see, what are we charting, guys? What do you guys want to see? You know what I want to look at? I want to look at sand. Hold Elon, I have 6 million. I'm down 56%. Wrong, 86%. Well, hopefully you make it back. So Sandbox is down 0.1% at $1.05. 3 billion max, 1.4 billion circulating, 1.5 billion market cap. All-time high was 9 months ago at 840. All-time low was 2 years ago at 2 cents. But let's look at Sandbox real quick. I think this would be very difficult for Sand to fall below $1, honestly. If Sand falls below $1, that might actually not be a bad investment, in my personal opinion. It's not financial advice, but if you like the metaverse, I think the Sandbox is going to be dang near leading it. Yeah, so let's take a look at Sand real quick. So Sandbox right now bounced off this very, very small support channel. I'm going to zoom in so we can get some closer look at these candles. Bounced off this general support area here. Pretty much been consolidating between the support area and this main resistance at $1.66. The crazy part about this is MACD entered that oversold territory and we're still extremely low. Or not MACD, RSI entered that oversold area and we're still extremely low. Last time we entered an oversold area this low was back on June 13th when BTC capitulated hard, and you can see we ran up fast. We ran up very, very fast. So we put that all-time low here at the 18th of June at 72 cents, and we shot all the way up to $1.34. So almost 100x or 100%, right? Yeah, 82%. So short for Sandbox right now. I do think we will be breaking up to the upside pretty soon. We did enter the overbought territory. RSI is tailing up. MACD is pretty much stagnant sideways, which is why we're consolidating, but I do think we will have that run if we do break above this 1.6. I do think we'll have to push down one more time down here to around that $1 range, and I think that'll be the catapult, the spring that launches us higher. And I think once we head down, we definitely test the 618 at 110 and then 115-ish area. So I'm going to be bullish on Sand on the short term. Just judging by past histories, every time we've entered this general overbought area, we just rocketed it up. Tagged it back here, entered overbought, tagged it back here. We weren't even oversold there, and we ran back up higher. So short term on Sand, I think we're bullish. I think I'm bullish anyways. I think we actually break above 110, start heading up to around 115 here pretty soon. After one more drop. One more drop. So with that, I'm gonna get into Mr. Andy Walk, ADAX. Since members get priority. So 8x right now is up 0.4% at 4 cents. This is definitely a moonshot gamble too, just like it's not like my Haka, but definitely 100 million total supply, a little over half of that's in circulation. 52 million coins is nothing and has a 2.4 billion market cap. So 10x from this would be 22.4 billion market cap. All-time high was 11 months at $2.44. All-time low was 3.1. So if this is a coin you're accumulating, 3 days ago would have been the time to buy it at an all-time low. This coin is currently available on the following exchanges. If it loads, it's supposed to be right here. It's not loading. So I have nowhere where you can buy it. So you can do your own research. It looks like X Markets, never even heard of it. I do have Mex Global though. So on these exchanges right here is where you can pick it up. Yo, so I might have to actually jump over to Dex here. I gotta jump over to my other trading software. I haven't used this in a while. $4.6. Yikes. Okay, so this is a really choppy chart, dude. So since it's not out in a lot of exchanges, there's not a lot of charting software that has it. And by far, I think this will probably be the closest one that we find. So I will hate to say this, but I don't think I can chart this with the way that it's at right now. I might look at this offline for you to see if I can find a better chart, but I don't want to spend forever on the live stream looking for it. I'll try the other. Oh, 8x. I'll try the other chart real quick and see how that looks. And if that doesn't work, then take a look for it offline for you. Yeah, there's no good charts on there right now. I mean, this is a line chart and you can't do shit with a line chart. It won't let me go to bars. So definitely moonshot gamble coin. I mean, it's not very known. So we'll get into perp token real quick. Okay, so perp token. Oh shoot, let's zoom in and take a closer look at it. This thing just there we go. So as of right now, perp token, it looks like we're currently having a tough time getting over this main resistance at 78 cents. We do have very thick support channels right on top of each other, which is great. You can see we bounce off them quite a bit. RSI entered an overbought territory or oversold territory back here. We've started that gradual upwards movement. MACD is also just stagnant sideways, which you can see in the consolidation that's going on with it right now. I'm gonna have to draw a larger fib on this. I think this one will be valid. Yeah, this one's valid. Oh, this one's valid right here. Bouncing off the 786, so bottom to top right there, bouncing off the 786. Yes, so that coin that you're looking at, Mr. Andy Walk, if it gets known, that thing could definitely rip. Kind of like how people not a lot of people know about Azro yet either. So as of right now, we're testing 78. RSI is moving up. MACD isn't doing crap right now. So I think we're going to be testing the 78, capitulate back down to the 786, and that'll be our movement up to around 85. I think Bitcoin's going to be moving up to around 24, 25, and then the hammer's going to come down on Bitcoin. But until that happens and Bitcoin's going to start rising up to those levels, altcoins are going to rise along with it. But I think there's going to be one more pump on altcoins, one more chance for you guys to get out if that's what you're really looking for. I'm not looking to get out. I'm waiting for that big drop on BTC to unload the rest of my dry powder into the market. So I still think we have one more pump before the big dump on BTC. So with that, altcoins are to be rising up with it. So I think we're gonna be testing 78, 786, and working up to around 85 cents short term right now. That would bring the RSI up to around 60. You can see that's a general area where looks like a general area which we top out at. And if we break above that, that's when we enter oversold. But we normally don't enter up this high. So yeah, keep an eye on the 786 at 73. Then from there, I think we bounce up to around 85 for perp. With that, I like Wilder World, heavy invested. So let's look at Wilder World. So Wilder World's down 1.5% at 28 cents. 500 million max, 94 million in circulation. So they could put, you know, whatever, 406 million more coins in circulation. Small, very, very small market cap of only 27 million. So that's great. All-time high on this coin was 744 9 months ago. All-time low was a year ago. If you would have bought in a year ago and just held, you'd be up 33,000%. How crazy is that? Just shows you the power of holding, guys. I know a lot of people get afraid, but if you just look at the data, just zoom out. When you get afraid, just zoom out and look. Zoom out a year. When you bought into this, you'd be up 33,000%. Just shows you the power of holding, guys. So just keep that in mind. I know it's hard sometimes, but looks like the current leader is KuCoin. You can pick it up on KuCoin. Whoa, I charted this before. I charted it back when I had colored fibs. Let's see how I did. This is probably back in April. March. So I was only had my YouTube channel for about 2 months. I had us bouncing off the 786 and working up, so I'll call that a win. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. So similar to like a lot of the coins we've charted tonight, they entered that oversold territory and they're starting to work their way back up. And with the way I think BTC is going to have that one more run up to around 20 between 23 to 25, all coins are going to follow that as well. But as of right now, you can see we have that consolidation with the MACD. RSI currently got out of the oversold area. I'm going to draw I'm going to draw a fib on this and dissect it for you. Yeah, so as of right now, we're in no man's land. You can see we were consolidating between this main support and the 618. The reason we're having a tough time getting over that 618 is because it's met with the main resistance at this 31 cent area. So we have a 618 resistance, main resistance, then a very small resistance channel right here. The way that the RSI is set up, though, we definitely have some moon juice to blast through it. So I'd be keeping an eye on one more push down to this main support area, which would bring the RSI back down to around 25, which would give us a nice running start to get through this. And I think we will be breaking through this on this next run up. So just keep an eye on 31 cents. If we break over this 31 cents, I think the highest that we go before we start seeing a downwards movement is 38. But we have to get over this heavy resistance area. You have some heavy resistance area in the short term to get over. But the power of BTC rising, we could definitely blast through this. And we have the setup for it perfectly. RSI is low, MACD is pretty much stagnant, so we definitely have room to run up on the MACD as well. So I think one more push down to around 26 cents and then heading up to this 31, blast above 31. I think the top is going to be around 38 to 40 cents in the short term. So USTC from I Love Big Booties. Long time no talk. How you been? Not rustic. What are you doing? So USTC had a nice run, 15.5% at 2.9 cents. 9.8 billion, all of it's in circulation, 288 million market cap. Of course, the all-time highs would be of the stable coin. It's gonna be around $1. So let's get into USTC. So time, are you asking for time? Like TIM USDT, like Chronos time? So as of right now, USTC, we did recently break above this double resistance area. It looks like, when's the last time I charted this? Yeah, bottom the top there. Yeah. So we broke above that double resistance area, but fell right below it again. So we broke above that, which was great. It acted as a double support. Actually, we didn't quite break above it. We broke above it. Why did it fall through? One sec. So usually when you break above a double resistance like this, you can see you had a full candle open and close above it. Usually that's a go, but this didn't happen. It looks like the RSI tagged out and they overbought. That's got to be why. The RSI was high and the MACD already played out. We haven't been this high in the MACD since July. So yeah, we had a decent run up, but it looks like we're gonna be heading back down now. RSI is pretty much overbought. MACD is already starting to play out its bearish scenario. You can see the previous candle engulfed the current candle, which means we're starting that downtrend. So let's draw a micro fib on this and see where those retracement areas will be at. So on this micro fib, I'll zoom in. You can see we actually already retraced down to the 382 where we're getting stopped at on this candle right here. Inevitably, I think we're heading back down to the 786, unfortunately. I think something like this could be the play. Dropping down to the 618. 618 is going to be a big support area for us if we do end up bouncing at all. You can see we had the support back here. 618 is just a big support area in fib channels. So let's keep an eye on the 618 right here. If we bounce off the 618, then yeah, we could possibly have another run up, but inevitably, I do think we are going to be touching the 786 down here at around 2432. And then possibly working our way back up there with BTC rising. So keep an eye on the 618 at 26. I could be wrong about going to the 786. It's going to bounce off one of these fibs, and I'm more conservative than bullish most of the time. I like playing it safe. So if I wanted any of this coin, this isn't financial advice, I just put a buying order at 243, and if it gets hit, it gets hit. If not, so be it. So we could definitely bounce off the 618, but that wouldn't give us enough time to recoup a lot on the RSI. That would bring us up down to around 50, and then we'd have that another leg up. It's not undoable. You can see last time we were this high, we did head back down to the 50 and had one more slight pump up before we crapped the bed down to the oversold. So we could be bouncing at the 618, but if we do, I don't think we go much higher than 30. On the short term, I do think we are going to be dropping. Let's keep an eye on approximately a 8%, 9% drop to start, and if we break below the 618, it's going to be a 15.9% drop down to 24. I think the 786 will hold if we head down here. I do think something like this could be the play. So bearish on it in the short term. Yeah, so if you're asking about Chronotech time, I actually went over it earlier in my previous live stream. So I did a live stream just before this, then it cut out. You want to hop over to that one, I went over it, but I guess I could just do it here real quick instead of having you jump around. Oh, so for time, one set chart. It's all gone. Oh, that is the chart I used. So I'll just have to redo it over. Oh, this is not it. One second. Now you got me all. I have to find it now. Yeah, here it is. This is the one. This is the one. So what I'm saying on time is history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. And as you can see, these step ups are getting larger and larger. You have that run up, then you have the step. You have a larger run up, you have a larger step. You have the run up, you have a larger step. Eventually this pattern will break. But the thing that I'm interested in is the RSI is extremely low and the MACD has just been doing consolidation for a while. And consolidation is a bullish thing. So short term right now, we have to stay above $53. $53 could be that, and it could be that catapult that launches us up to around, I think we would head up to around $200 tops. $150 to $200 if we saw that next breakup higher, this next step. But if we fall below $53 on Chronotech time, then this pattern is officially broken, and then we'll start making some lower lows. So 53 has to hold for time in order for it to put in another higher high, in my personal opinion. And step ups will gradually get bigger run ups and larger steps, and that's how that works. And eventually they die out. But the thing that intrigues me about this is we haven't quite died out yet. RSI hasn't been oversold. RSI has just been consolidating. It has a lot of juice right here to run up. RSI or MACD has been consolidating as well. We haven't seen any large deviations in that. So it's just a very tight consolidation and a very gradual downtrend. So I think I would be more apt to say that we could see that larger run up here. I said in the past, I might just try to play this. If I see $53, $53.85, I might try to buy to flip this. Because I think if we do bounce off this 53, it's going to be the catapult to the next run up. So you can see we ran up here, had the second run, downwards consolidation. Ran up here, had the second run up, consolidation. Ran up here, had the second run up, consolidation. It's just repeating itself over and over and over. I mean, eventually, yes, patterns like this do break, but even the RSI is repeating. I mean, if the RSI was in the overbought territory right now, like there's no way that we're going to be repeating this. This is going to go down, the pattern's over. But the RSI is low. MACD hasn't made any large movement. So a capitulation and a large run to the upside is definitely possible for this coin. It's all going to be a matter of this support area at $54 to $53. If we break below that, this pattern's over and it's done. But if we see that $53 and you start seeing a large buy right there, then I think it's go time. So this is the price you have to keep an eye on for time. Chronotech. RNDR. So this will be my last coin for the night, RNDR. I'll be doing another live stream on Saturday. On Saturday, I'll be doing my giveaway. I'll give away swag, which are shirts, and I give away a Charting Crypto NFT. You can see the previous one that was given away is down here in the right-hand corner. If you want to see what it looks like, you can actually click the description of this live stream and head over to my OpenSeas. In order to participate in this giveaway, you either have to be a member of the channel, which is $4.99 a month. You can do that on my homepage, on my YouTube homepage. That'll give you an entry. You can own an OG coin on one of my NFT OG coins. That'll give you an entry. You could own one of my normal coins as well, which will give you an entry. So you get 3 entries right there. If you own all 3, you get 3 entries. I know Chef Natron has 3 entries. Chef Natron has an OG coin. He has an OG gold coin. He has a YouTube membership. And once you win these NFTs, if you win these NFTs, you could actually use the NFT for another entry in a giveaway. So if you guys want to participate in that, those are the ways to do it. I'm doing a giveaway for the next several Saturdays. The next one is this Saturday at 7:30 EST time. So with that, let's look at RNDR. And also Mr. Andy Walk has 2 entries as well. He owns an OG coin and he's also a member. As you can see in the channel, when you're a member, you get that special Bitcoin symbol next to your name, and every month that you're a member, the Bitcoin changes color, which means you've been a member for longer. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel like that. And if you don't want to do that, I appreciate if you just smash that like button. That would really help. So this will be the last coin of the night. Render, RNDR, down 2.2%. 530 million max, with 287 million circulating and 171 million market cap. All-time high on this coin was 878 9 months ago. All-time low was 2 years ago at 3.6 cents. Currently available on the following exchanges down here, Whitbit being the leader. I know people are saying 10K BTC, but I'm seeing 15K as the lowest, and I'm gonna unload the rest of my dry powder at around 17 to 16.5. All my dry powder I have on the side. After that, I'll actually have to pull money out of my bank to buy. Everything I have right now is just money I've earned selling in the bull run on my dry powder on the side. I haven't actually taken any money out of the bank in a long time to invest. But once my dry powder's all out, if we end up dropping down to 10K, I'm gonna have to actually pull fiat from the bank to use. But as of right now, I'm sitting on 17 to 15K area for BTC. So RNDR right now is bouncing off the 786 area right here. RSI sideways, MACD is about ready to flip bearish. So I personally think we are going to be heading down a little bit lower. I'm thinking we're heading down to 52 cents on this coin. That would bring the RSI back down to reset at around 30 or at around 20. MACD would play out its bearish scenario. You can see these candles are slowly bleeding out. It could be a fake out nonetheless. So I think the price you need to keep an eye on is this 58 cents 786 area. I'm going to draw a micro fib on this, try to validate it a little bit more. I'm memeing. But this next drop on BTC, I think this will be the final big drop on BTC. And then from there, it's the gradual uptrend. So Mr. Andy Walk, if we drop down after you see this big drop on BTC, I'll be a moon boy with you. But as of right now, I think we're seeing that we're gonna have that big drop on BTC. So short term for this coin, we're currently held up at the 618. I think we're gonna be heading down to the 786 area right here. That'd bring the RSI back down. If this is a fake out, that would be the bounce period. Then we'd head up to around 64. If it fell below the 786 at around 56 cents, inevitably, I think we're heading down to this main support area at around 52 cents. So short term, I think RNDR is heading down. That's just the short term. And once we hit one of these areas, I think that is going to be the large bounce, because I think BTC is going to be heading up in the short term, at least the 23 to 25 before we see that large dump. So short term bearish, micro term with BTC going up bullish. But I think the end of this week is going to be very, very critical for the crypto market, and that's really what I'm keeping an eye on. So with that, guys, I'm going to be ending the live stream. It's a work night. I will be back on the live stream this Saturday. I don't do videos on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So Friday, I'll be back on doing videos. Saturday, I'll do the live stream giveaway. I already mentioned if you want to participate in that giveaway, how to do so. So, yeah. So with that, guys, thanks for coming out. I appreciate if you like that, smash that like button. That would help me out greatly. And I'll catch you guys next time on Trading Crypto. I'll stick around in the chats for a little bit. Chat amongst yourselves. I appreciate you guys coming out and supporting the channel. It means a lot.